So tonight I'm showing you how we make summer sausage. The reason why I'm making summer sausage is my kids love it, I love it, it's really easy to make. My daughter has hiccups, so you'll have to forgive the little camera shaking. That's what happens when you have an 11-year-old camera person. The other thing is, unlike pepperoni sticks, which can be difficult to make because you can sometimes dry them out if you overcook them, it's harder to dry out summer sausages, to be honest with you. If you just put an internal temp probe in there and pull them off when it says it's ready, they'll turn out great. I've never had a batch not turn out awesome with summer sausage. Also, it's way easier. You're gonna see here as we stuff these casings, it won't take long at all. With pepperoni sticks, it takes a long time to stuff all those casings. It's a lot of work, and you really need 2 people for pepperoni sticks because the casings are harder to manage. With summer sausage, you can actually just do it with 1 person. So I prefer to make summer sausage out of my venison and elk or antelope that I grind. I also do make jerky. We make the kind of jerky that you fill with the ground meat, you fill that up and then it squirts out into strips. And so we'll make that as well. But this year I've done some pepperoni sticks for myself, some jerky for a buddy, pepperoni sticks or jerky for another buddy. And then I did summer sausage and pepperoni sticks for another buddy. And then now some more summer sausage for myself. So anyway, just want to let you know why we make summer sausage. So tonight we are going to make 25 pounds of jalapeno summer sausage. And off of that buck right there. So come over here, Noel, and so what I've got here is I have 5-pound bags of venison that I made, I don't know, a couple months ago. When I was cutting up my deer, I ground it all up and I added in 20% of beef fat to this. So it's got 20% beef fat, and when you're making something like summer sausage or pepperoni sticks, you need that fat. So we're gonna put these in here. So this is my Cabela's mixer and the Cabela's carnivore grinder and mixer attachment. So this will grind, make burger, and also you can use it as a mixer, and we'll use it to fill our casings as well. So I'm gonna dump the meat. It's got a little bit of a freeze on some of it, but it'll thaw out here in just a minute. So I'll get this dumped, and then we'll get the spices mixed up for the summer sausage spices. Okay, so I'm just gonna show you guys my setup in here. So this is our it's my office. No, I'll go ahead and turn and show. This is my office, my weight room, and like my meat grinding room. So what we did was we put in a station over here. We put in a sink. I bought a Husky workbench that's adjustable height, and then we have a bathroom in there. But this is where I cut and grind all my meat. I bring in a little portable table here. So I just want to show you guys the setup that I use and how I kind of lay things out. You can see all my spices and everything I use for processing meat is up there. Knife kit, gloves, everything I need is right here. So it's a blessing to have this for sure. So what I'm going to do now is we're going to take a look at the sausage making kit and look at the instructions. And then we'll mix it up and get it put into the mixer with the meat. And then what we're gonna do tonight is after we mix it, we will fill the casings, the summer sausage casings tonight. And then tomorrow, they gotta sit for about 12 hours. And then tomorrow, we'll just smoke them. So, but tonight, we'll get them all filled. So basically, we've got all the instructions talk about cubing it and then grinding it. That's all done, right? We got the 25 pounds of venison in here. It's 20% beef fat, so we've got some fat added to it. Basically, if you have 30 pounds of meat, you're gonna use all of the spices and all the casings. So there's two pouches of spices right here, and then 2 pouches of cure, and then there's there's 10 casings. And the casings are sitting in warm water. You need to put them in warm water for about 30 minutes before you fill them. So we don't have 30 pounds of meat, we have 25, but we're still gonna use all the pouches of cure and spices. So this is a jalapeno summer sausage. You can see it's got green dehydrated jalapenos in there. I've never made this one before. I think it'll be really good. It smells good, so we're gonna try it out. But one of the things that it does say to do that I've always done is you put the cure in water first, and then we add 24 ounces of water. Let's go ahead and mix the cure in with the water. Part of the problem you have is if you're hand mixing, either with a hand mixer or if you're just mixing with your hands. One of the things you run into is if you put the spices in too heavily at first, you can get a lot of areas with a lot of spice and some areas with almost no spice. But when you're using a power mixer like this, it's really not as big of a concern because it mixes it so well. Okay, so I realized I didn't tell you guys what I'm using as far as spices go. So I ordered the High Mountain seasoning home sausage making kit. I bought this just at a local sporting goods store here in Bellingham where I live. So I mostly use High Mountain kits. I think pretty much all of these are High Mountain kits. Yep, every one of them that I have is High Mountain. Anyway, these High Mountain kits are good. There are others out there, but this is the one that I use the most. Eventually, this is, I've been doing this for a while now, but I kind of want to start making my own spices, my spice kits, so I know what's going into my meat. I know better what's going in. I can control it more. But these are so convenient, make it a lot easier. So what I did was I took the cure, mixed it with the water, stirred it up so the cure would dissolve. And then I've actually got my grinder hooked up to my Amazon smart plug, so that way when I'm cutting meat, my hands are all dirty and bloody, or if I'm doing something, I don't have to touch my on-off switch on here. So I'll just have it turn on. Alexa, turn on grinder. All right, so I just take the cure and pour it in. Try to get it as evenly spread as possible. Again, it's not a huge deal because it'll get around down in there. So you can see at the bottom, and it'll show up here for me. I want you to show. In the bottom, there's still a little bit of cure in there. Not a huge deal. Most of it's dissolved, but we'll just get that pushed out and mixed in. You want to make sure you get all of it in there. So one of the things here that I would say to make sure that if you're mixing your own meat in big batches like this is go to like cash and carry and get yourself some of these they're like, server busing tubs. They're super convenient and they hold a lot of meat and they're really convenient when you're doing something like this. You're gonna want those. What we'll do now is we'll go ahead and mix the spices in. So again, like I said, the main thing you want to do when you're doing this is just put them in evenly and not just dump it all in one place. So we'll just sprinkle and go and sprinkle and go. How does that smell? Can you smell it?
It smells bad.
It smells bad? It
Yeah.
smells good. It smells like jalapenos.
I hate peppers.
What's that?
I hate peppers.
You hate peppers?
Yeah.
Oh man, this is going to be good.
I'm not gonna eat that.
I think you'll like it. I think you'll be surprised how good it is. We're gonna find out though, how it tastes. You don't like the smell either, Autumn? No. Oh man. Well, my kids don't like the smell of the dried jalapenos, but we'll see what it smells like when what it tastes like once it's done. Yeah, I just wanted to give you guys a shot of what the meat starts to look like. So it's been in the grinder for about 3 or 4 minutes, and what I'll do is I'll come in with like a rubber spatula and just push it down off the edges so that it's getting all of it mixed well together. But the interesting thing is when you cure the meat, if you've never done it before, it gets very, very, very sticky. It's a lot different consistency than normal meat. So it's very different consistency. But you can see, I'm probably gonna let this go for a few more minutes. I'll keep mixing it. What I'll do every now and then is I'll come down here and I'll just put my grinder on reverse for a minute, and just to get things to kind of knock things off the wall a little bit and just change things up. But you don't have to grind that or mix that long when you have this power grinder. It really gets going pretty quick and mixes it up really well. Once we get this done, then we'll start filling casings, and it won't take us long at all. For about 10 minutes, probably. I always add some extra black pepper and extra crushed red pepper because I like the spice. You can see I lost my camera rolls, so there's one over on the Peloton, and then there's the other one. So you guys were really big help up there. Yeah. Oh, they just like to eat the stuff. I guess they don't like to make it. So what I'll do is I'll shut this down. I'm gonna pull it off, and then I'll show you the setup that we put on for filling the casings. So what I'll do is I'll pull off the mixing basin. We'll just put that right there. Clean this up a little bit. And then we will get ready to start putting the meat through into the casings. Now, a lot of times, normally, what I would do is I would have this in the freezer. I would have the auger in the freezer as well, so it's all cold when you put it in there. I'm not that concerned about it tonight, to be honest with you. It's going to be a pretty quick process. It doesn't take that long. When I really do it is when I'm doing pepperoni sticks. You want to really make sure that you keep everything cold. Then we'll put the attachments on here. So once you have that all put together, you put in your auger that goes into your summer sausage casing filler. So you put that on, it'll slide right on. And then put on your casing filler, put your collar on, and hold it all down tight. What I'll do is I'll always wear gloves when I'm dealing with cured meats. Because they're so sticky and just messy. All right, so we've got, this is ready to go. We'll put on our tray here to hold the meat. And then you can see, if you come over here, Noel, if you can fill down here, our casings have been soaking in hot water. So they're nice and pliable now. When you first get them out of the package, they're really rigid, like stiff paper. But now they should work great for filling. So we'll go ahead and slide this on. Okay, so we slide that on there and we'll pull it all the way up like so. Then we'll start putting the meat in. So you can see, here comes the meat starting to come out. We got our auger going. Just got to press the meat down. And like I said, with summer sausage, you can actually kind of do it with one person. Pepperoni sticks, you really can't too well. It's faster if you have to, but you can do it with one. So you can see it just starts to fill. And you want to keep some tension on here as it's filling. So that the meat packs in there tight. You don't want a bunch of air pockets in there. So this is the process. So I'll do this for the next 10 to 15 minutes on about 9 of these casings, and then I'll show you what it looks like when we're done. So we're finally done getting everything cleaned up. This is what 25 pounds of summer sausage looks like. It's ready to go. So what we'll do is, per the instructions, this needs to sit and cure for about 12 hours. So at about 9 or 10 tomorrow, I'll throw it on the smoker and we'll get smoking on it. Okay, you can see I've got the summer sausage loaded into the smoker. I've got the smoker set on its lowest setting, which for my smoker is 180 degrees. On my old Rectec, thing's still going. It's definitely looking worse for wear. I need to pressure wash it, repaint it. But so the lowest setting I have is 180, and I did keep them in the smoke box for a while to get a lower temp, because it does say to put it like 140 or 150 for an hour for at 140, then an hour at 150. So I did that, and I had them in there for a couple hours. Now I got them in at 180, and then I'm going to take my Bluetooth thermometer here. It's got 6 probes, but we'll just do a couple of them. We don't need all 6, and just stick it into the middle of a couple of the pieces of summer sausage here. So what I've noticed is that there's some hot spots in the smoker over the years. So I noticed this one cooks hotter. Some of these up here actually cook faster because the heat rises. And then this one on the edge. So I'll come out here and I'll just rotate them around over the next, well, I don't know how long it'll take. Maybe 8 hours or something like that. So it's 2 o'clock now, and we'll see, what time they get done. Maybe 10 o'clock tonight, could be 2 in the morning, but no big deal either way. We'll make it work. So we're going to cook those up to 165 degrees. So once they hit 165, we'll pull them out. Okay, I'll show them to you guys once we get them out. All right, so about 8 o'clock. He's been on here 6 hours. They were in the side smoker for a couple of hours, and they're up to, most of them are up to 10. My probe is telling me I got one at 165, one at 163. They only need to get to 156. So I'm going to take my instant thermometer and just double check them and start pulling them off. Some of them will not be up to temp yet, so I'll leave those on. Just different places in the smoker kind of heat at a different rate. So pull those off, and what I have over here is a ice bath prepared. Some of the instructions tell you to put them in an ice bath water, some don't, but I do just so it stops them from cooking. So I'll pull those off, and then we'll put them in the fridge overnight, and then we'll cut into them tomorrow, see what they look and taste like. All right, everyone, so this is the last and final step. All the venison jalapeno summer sausage is done. Ended up with about, I think it was 7 or 8 logs out of 25 pounds of venison. Remember, we added 20% beef fat to this recipe. This is the end product. So why don't we cut into it and see what it looks like, make sure that it's all moist, not dried out, and take a taste and see what it tastes like, since I haven't made this jalapeno summer sausage before. As you can see, these have a lot of moisture in them still. They're not dried out at all. I had these in there for about 7 to 8 hours at about 180. There at the end, I've turned them up to about, I think 190, just to finish off the last couple. Let's take a bite and see how they taste. Those are tasty. You know, they're different than the regular summer sausage that I've been making. I normally make like a garlic and pepper spice blend. This doesn't have like the, I don't think it has the mustard seeds in it, and it doesn't have the pepper in it. I added a whole bunch of black pepper and a whole bunch of crushed red peppers. I wouldn't say this is spicy at all. It's just got a little peppery taste to it, like a jalapeno type taste. If you like that in your pepperoni sticks or your summer sausage, or if you like maybe pepper jack cheese, I think you'll like this. I like it. I think it's really good. I think some people will probably like this better than the regular stuff. I personally like the regular stuff better, but I'll definitely eat this. I think it's really good. Eat it with a piece of cheese, dip it in mustard, which is what I like to do. But I think it turned out really well. So anyway, guys, I'd recommend, if you want to make some summer sausage, try out the High Mountain seasoning jalapeno summer sausage mix. High Mountain does a good job with their seasoning. Again, like I said, I'm going to try to make some on my own, some of my own spices. But it's nice to have a mix that's just right there, ready to go. So just wanted to share that process with you guys. Now you can see how I make it. And then typically what I'll do at this point is I'll cut it up, and then I'll vacuum seal it into smaller chunks so that it's not going to get freezer burnt. And we'll just kind of take it out as we go, because we usually don't eat a whole log at a time. I usually cut them into thirds. If you have any questions, post in the comments section. I'll try to answer them. As always, if this is helpful for you, please like and subscribe to the video. The more that you like and subscribe, the more people get to see this, and hopefully it's helpful to them. Thanks for watching.